For my video discussion, I chose to respond to the following two prompts: discussing a misunderstanding with a friend or work colleague and reviewing barriers to communicate. First, I want to talk about the misunderstanding I experienced at work. While working as a front service clerk, there was a situation where a coworker thought I had not completed one of my assigned tasks before the end of my shift. They sent me a text message asking why the task had not been completed. Then the problem was that the task had actually been completed, but another employee had moved some items afterward, making it appear as if I had not finished it. The channel of communication contributed to the misunderstanding because text messages do not always provide enough context. It is easy to misinterpret tone or assume something without having all the facts. Instead of continuing the conversation through text, I decided to speak with my coworker in person during our next shift. Face-to-face communication allowed me to explain the situation clearly and answer my questions immediately. Once we talked in person, the only misunderstanding was resolved quickly. The experience taught me that some situations are better handled through direct communication rather than relying on technology. The second prompt I choose is reviewing barriers to communicate and strategies for overcoming them. One common barrier is filtering, which occurs when people only shade of the information or alter a message before passing it along. A strategy to overcome filtering is enough open and honest communication and verifying information with the original source whenever possible. Another barrier is emotions. When people are angry, frustrated, or stressed, they may not communicate effectively. To overcome this barrier, it is important to remain calm, take time, think before responding, listening carefully, and focusing on the issue rather than emotions can help also. Information overload is a major communication barrier in today's world. People receive emails, text messages, notifications, and social media updates constantly. Too much information can cause important messages to be missed. One strategy to address information overload is prioritizing and important information and keeping messages clear, concise, and organized. The final barrier is differing perceptions. People have different backgrounds, experience, and viewpoints, which can affect how they interpret messages. To overcome their barrier, communication should also ask questions, clarify meaning, and avoid making assumptions. Active listening is especially important because it helps ensure that everyone understands the message correctly. In conclusion, communication is an important skill in both personal and professional settings. My experience with a workplace misunderstanding showed me that choosing the right communication channel can make a big difference. Additionally, understanding barriers such as filtering emotions, information overload, and differing perceptions can help us become more effective communication and reduce misunderstandings in the future. So that's a good thing.